Hey everyone, how are you doing? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another live conversation. The most important conversation we need to talk about in order to, help you to build a business that is scalable, that is sustainable, and that is peaceful. Because everything comes back to lead generation. So, if you are new here, first of all, hi, my name is Anu. I help overworked coaches and course creators transition from burnout and having an unsustainable one-on-one coaching model to build a scalable group coaching business, helping you to create consistent five-figure months without, sacrificing your health, your family time, and your joy. And honestly, one of the biggest missing piece that I see in this industry is that coaches and course creators, they have incredible offers, right? Like you pour your heart into serving your people, you get amazing transformation for your people, but it feels like you don't have a steady flow of new leads coming in, and because of that you are constantly scrambling at the end of every month wondering, okay, where is my next clients going to come, where are they, right? How do I actually sell again without feeling like I'm starting over? The start stop feeling every single month is like burning out. It's really energy draining. You are asking yourself, okay, is this actually supposed to feel this hard? And if you've ever felt that, you are not alone in this business journey, and you are right now in the right place today, because we're gonna actually break down the lead generation strategies in a very simple way. So today I really want to help you to understand why lead generation is not optional and how shifting the way you look at it will completely change the experiencing you are having in your business. So I want you to write down in the comment section, what are you experiencing in your business right now? Do you have the feeling like, oh my God, I have lots of leads, but I feel the struggle in the conversion part? Or do you feel like, okay, I don't know where my next lead is going to come. I am feeling exhausted, right? So let's start with the truth here, okay? So most business education or in the industry for coaches, it really focuses on how to serve your clients, right? How to deliver the program, how to create a high ticket program, and maybe even like how to create the upsell program to keep the client journey going on. But what is actually important in order for you to keep this business sustainable, to keep this business for long term, is to actually know how to create a system that brings in new people consistently inside of your business, right? You are taught how to launch, you are taught how to close the sale, you are taught how to create a program, but no one really shows you how to build a lead machine that is working even when you are not working. You can actually take vacations and you don't have to think about how am I actually going to get the next lead, right? And what that does, it actually creates this cycle where you launch, you sell your offer, you deliver it to the new clients, then you panic because the leads dry up, no one is telling you I want to work with you, no one is actually joining the waitlist, and you have to start over again and again. And the key mindset shift that I want you to have from this is like, the lead generation is not something that you do after you build your offers, right? It is something you build alongside. It is something that has to work like a machine 24/7, and it should be actually the part of your business foundation, because your offer needs traffic. And what is traffic? Traffic is actually people, and you have to turn these people into clients. And if you're always struggling with leads, you will always struggle for sales, because if you don't have leads, aka people, you are not making any business, right? So no matter how amazing your offer is, you need more eyeballs on your brand, on your offer, in order to get the people inside of your business. So let's talk about why lead generation matters. And I want to break this even like deep, right? Like, I want you to understand why it is so important not to stop generating leads, even if you are booked out right now. So, when you have consistent lead generation, here is what you will actually gonna do, okay? What you are actually buying yourself when you have consistent lead generation. you're gonna have like consistent sales months, even when you have slow seasons, right? You will have peace of mind. That means you will stop chasing, you will stop panicking, you will stop wondering where the next client is and how they actually gonna buy from you. You will have the freedom to raise your prices. So if you know, okay, I'm charging $500 and you know that you can charge for your offer $2,000, you will have the freedom to raise your prices and still work with dream clients. And you will have the ability to scale because your business has breathing room. You know there are people who want to work with you because the lead generation is getting new people inside your brand, inside your business. So without consistent lead generation, you will stay stuck in what I call the sales season panic. Means you open a program, you pray that people will come, and praying and hoping is not a business strategy. You will start scrambling, you will start posting everywhere, you will start DMing, people at the last minute. And as the cause is that your nervous system is constantly stressed, and as a and because your nervous system is stressed, what will happen? You will feel burnt out. You don't want to show up for your business. You don't only want to show up for your clients. Even for your clients, you cannot show up fully. You cannot show up 100% for your clients because it feels like energy draining. Because of your nervous system, you are constantly stressed because you are always thinking about lead generation. And here is something that no one talks about. Scaling doesn't start with your sales skills. Yes, your sales skills are something you have to do consistently. You always have to evolve your skills, right? But your scaling, especially when you are booked out with your one-on-one and you want to launch your group program, it starts with your lead skills. So if you ever want to transition from one-on-one into a group, you need more people than you do right now. So you need more volume of leads who are aligned, who are ready to buy, and who have the urgency to work with you right now because they have these challenges, these pains that they want to go away. So lead generation is not about marketing yourself harder, working harder. It's really about setting yourself up for actually having ease, having control, and also the security in your business. If you want to feel safe in sales, you want to feel safe that you have people who want to work with you, you need to actually start paying attention to your lead generation activities. And I know a lot of you hear like lead generation and immediately your brain is thinking like, okay, you know what, I am this week I am focused for lead generation. So you start to think, okay, I have to post more, I have to be on all platforms, like on TikTok, on YouTube, on Pinterest, on LinkedIn, all these places, right? I need a funnel, I need a webinar. And I understand, I was there as well, but I want you to pause and let's take a second to have a deep breath, because that is actually not what consistent lead generation looks like when you are scaling your business sustainably. Because when it comes to scaling and when it comes to building a business that is long term, right? Like we are talking about 5 years, 10 years down the road. Consistent lead generation means where can you show up every single day without you feeling like you are burnt out. And I thought lead generation means I have to be on all these places. That's why I was, for a month, I posted on LinkedIn. Then I even thought about starting on Pinterest. I then started to think about TikTok and was consistent there. But overall, I wasn't consistent because I was all over the place. Because I thought lead generation means that I have to post more on all these platforms. But you don't need to do more, okay? You need to take actions. But what matters is that you need to do more what is most important for your business and stick with that consistently. Think about it. You don't need 10,000s of people. You don't need them inside of your high ticket offer. You need the right 10 people. You need the right 20 people, the right 50 or 100 people. People who know you, people who trust you, and people who have the problem that you solve, right? They feel aligned with your vision. They feel aligned with your messaging. These are the people you need. So when you shift from thinking how can I actually do more to how can I actually attract more of the right people and nurture them in a quicker way, that is when the game changes for you when it comes to lead generation and sales. Because lead generation is about showing up consistently in a focused way. And consistency can mean every day, but it also can mean 3 to 5 times a week. But sticking to that consistently, not only for a week, not only for a month, but consistently. And lead generation also means that you have an irresistible offer that people want. We are not building and selling an offer that people don't want. You have to have an offer that really people want and where you can showcase the urgency why actually people should invest in your program to solve the problem. Otherwise, they will continue to have more challenges down the road, right? You can actually start nurturing your email list or your community regularly. Like, you need to have simple but genuine invitation into your paid programs. It's really about building tiny bridges every single day instead of creating like a big empire every single month. So again, this goes back to consistency over doing things in a complex way, because you believe building a six-figure business comes from doing complex stuff, from always burning out, because you feel like that is how you are worthy of actually hitting the six-figure business. So let's talk about what good lead generation actually looks like in real life. So it can look like that you show up live once a week with a value-packed content, but also where you are selling and inviting new people in. It can look like that you go live on your Facebook. It can look like that you go live on Instagram, wherever your community is and wherever your ideal clients are hanging out. That's the platform that you should focus on. Again, it's not about being on 5 different platforms. It's about being on that one platform and showing up consistently in order to help your people to make a buying decision. You could have a powerful lead magnet that speaks to one big pain point and actually invite people to sign up. You can host free workshops or paid workshop every month or every quarter to actually build your list. You can offer consultations, or I have a style coach. She has her own quiz that she created. That is also a great way to generate leads that aligns with her future program. Means the quiz that she created is actually a good point for people to take and then to actually book a sales call with her. So you can also do collaborations, right? Partnering with other coaches and creators in your industry to leverage someone else's industry, give them so much value that they decide to come into your community as well, right? You are actually swapping value. I love that. So do you notice something? Lead generation is very, very simple. That is so important that you keep it simple and intentional, that you can actually stay consistent with that. And it is built around being known for something, not being known for everyone and not being on every place so that people recognize you, right? People who I work with who are scaling their business to 20K a month sustainably, they are not actually doing more. We are actually focusing to do few things, but really, really well, and start to build a pipeline that actually works every single day. And look, I know lead generation can feel scary at first, right? So let's talk about the mental blocks that most coaches are actually keeping them stuck. And one of the thing is like the fear of bothering people. I don't want to annoy my audience. Like, what if I come across salesy? The truth is, you are not like bothering people when you know how to give value and when you know that your offer is transformational and you are changing people's life. If you know that this is life changing, you are helping someone, why wouldn't you sell it? Right? So your offer has to be positioned in a way where people who are ready to get their help, who actually books a call with you or who actually starts talking to you in the DMs, right? Because people want to actually get their problem solved. They want that. People want that. People want to go away from pain. They want to go one step closer to their desires. And if you can help them that, why wouldn't they actually work with you? Or why wouldn't they actually want an offer that is life changing? So it has to be aligned for you, and you need to know how to actually solve real problems where people are open to pay and ready to pay $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 for your offer. The next one that is keeping you stuck is perfectionism, and I understand that. I used to be a perfectionist for my whole life until now. So you think that you need the perfect website. You think you need the perfect branding. Now you're thinking about, okay, what's the color of my brand? I need to actually be consistent with that. And you think about, oh my God, I have to know how to write the perfect emails before you invite anyone to actually do business with you. I always love to tell my clients progress over perfectionism. Every imperfect piece of content, every messy actions that you are taking is actually building the momentum. And this also helps you to think, okay, this one piece of content doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to be perfect right now because I'm going to create 1,000 pieces of content down the road because I'm going to stick here for 5 years. I'm going to stick here for 6, 7, 8 years. So why should every single piece of content be perfect if I know that I'm going to get better with it with every single content that I'm posting? This is the mindset shift that you need to have so that you can stay consistent. You can stay aligned. You can stay intentional with your own business. So now I love taking messy actions because that is getting me into momentum. And being an entrepreneur and being a business owner is so important that you have the momentum to keep going. And with that, the last thing that is keeping you stuck is the short-term thinking. So you focus so much on trying to close this month's sales that you forget to plant the seeds for next month and the month after. So lead generation is a long play. You are playing the long game, and that's why I'm asking you, how long is your intention to stay in business? The goal is not to make $1 million and then to chill at the Bahamas. The goal here is to build a business that is sustainable, that is long term, which is going to give you the financial freedom, the location freedom, and like helping people and impacting people. So lead generation is a long play, right? And I want you to show up today as someone who can see yourself in 5 years, in 10 years as well in your business. So if you want to feel peace in your business 3 months from now, I want you to start planting the seeds for lead generation today. So lead generation is not just a task, it's a lifeline. It's actually the lifeline of your business. It's also not optional if you want to scale your business in a sustainable way and you want to play the long-term play. And lead generation is also not about doing more. If one lesson from this video you should have is that lead generation is not doing more. It's actually about doing the right things more consistently and stick with that. So if you want to actually scale your business and you want to turn your one-on-one expertise into a group offer and having a life that feels like yours again, not like a 24/7 job that you cannot escape, lead generation needs to become a part of your weekly rhythm. And there are different ways, like going live on YouTube or starting to create content, doing the podcast collaborations, live collaborations. I started to run ads. Running ads is also a great way to generate leads in a consistent way, right? So it is what sets you up to sell with ease. It is what allows you to step into leadership and not desperation and going away from chasing people who you really don't want to work with. If you need to chase people, first of all, look into your messaging. What is making them to believe that you need to chase them? But also ask yourself, is this person a good fit to work with? Because if you need to chase leads, then something is not working right now. And lead generation will make your business future proof. This is how you're gonna gain the security and the feeling back that you are in control of your sales. So if you want the support to build a simple but powerful lead generation system that works even when you are living your life, like, hey, summer is around the corner, I want to take 2 or 3 vacations this year, I want you to comment down below system so we can talk about what is possible for you and for your business. As always, thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you are having a wonderful day, and I talk to you in the next